So I think the secret is to care for yourself, care for other people without reward. And the advice is, again, just find out who you really are. Instead of listening to peer pressure, don't go with it. And just be gentle. Wake up and be happy. And keep breathing. That's the only advice I'll give. Because it worked for me. But also, when I was in the world of drugs, I hit so many rock bottoms, and I hit the big rock bottom. And I just jumped off everything, and I went cold turkey. And I had people coming up to me really concerned. They would say, "You're going to die, Bob, because you can't do what you're doing. You have to wean yourself." I said, "No, I'll die. If I die, but I'll die trying." So I had to prove a point not to other people, but to me. And I did it. Yeah. It was a weird week. As I was hallucinating and closed my eyes and I was in a different world. People born into a drug culture. It's dangerous, really, for young people. And that's where peer pressure comes in. The alpha male or alpha female in any group, if they're taking drugs, people around them will all do the same. Because they're not being themselves. They're trying to be somebody else, but they're not. So that's the only advice I can ever give. Just be yourself and find out who you really are. There's ways to do it. You can study Buddhism, meditate, or just be. That's my favourite saying, just be. Just be who you're really meant to be.
He's a poem, he's a painting, he's a landscape, he's a cross on your wall. He's a highway, he's a river, he's a chainsaw in the bush. He's a tank stand on the old farm where the summer rain falls. He's a swaggy, he's a gypsy, he's a cowboy, but he's a war when the drink and the drugs burned him down. 'Cause he's a young boy in an old car with the rust holes of his life. Let him stand on the wisdom of his age and strife. He's a banjo strung with wire, playing memories round the fire of his nightmares, his deserts and storms. He said, "Son, it's so simple, once you've made up your mind just to live. 'Cause it's taken me years and my share of tears just to make up my mind to let go of these fears. It's the Irish and the old fella's song in my bones." Then he laughed and scratched his dingo mate's ears and said, "I'm a young boy in an old car in the rust holes of my life, and I'll stand on the wisdom of my age and strife. I'm a banjo strung with wire, playing memories round the fire. Son, it's simple, once you've made up your mind.